Well, hello people of YouTube and internet, I'm ChipGP, back with another reaction. Wait, no, it's the wrong thing, it's back with another drawing process. So yeah, I've been doing some return to watch challenge of drawing Smash characters from my memory, and I did it, and now I'm gonna voice it, and still freaking suck at those intros. Well, let's hope I will be better at talking, although doubt. Most will have not much to say, because again, mostly don't remember what I was doing, and what my third process was. And routing it down, it doesn't help a lot actually. So yeah, Smash characters, next batch, and I guess after a couple of more batches we will be done with this one. Although I need to get some new characters, because sometimes, after my original taking of pictures with names, have passed some times and already added a couple of characters. I think when I did it, it was just Piranha Plants, but now there's Heroes, Steve, this guy who look like Ken but not a Ken. So yeah, once again, more characters to collect, and mostly more characters whose name I either don't know, either I know because they like super famous, and not knowing them is a shame. So yeah, I would say characters in this batch are pretty simple, because again, yeah, in this batch they were pretty simple. But because characters I don't exactly know, and mostly I don't look and remember how they look. It was with original designs and that stuff, and my experience with proportion drawing and that stuff. I did a very simple job, so it will be pretty fast, maybe fast moving, but mostly I think it's all self-explanatory. So on this note, let's just go to my drawing process and continue. Okay, so starting with Bayonetta. Okay, with her, I only remember just she have two outfits. One of them where she have this hair turned into this cone, another one of her typical outfit. Well, said that her typical outfit I don't remember. I think it's most what in the game. I just remember she's a woman with a very hot dress, and I think being very horny, although maybe not as horny, because again, as a lot of characters from Smash, I didn't play her games, and to be fair, I don't even know her games. So, yeah, I have no idea from what games she came. I think it's exactly the same as her name, like it's a game named after her, as I think it is. But mostly, I just know she's fighting by shooting her heels, and starts pulling the gun from her heels to bloody use them as normal guns. And she have some spells. Also know that she's a witch. Okay, with her, I think the best part is the face, since I think I did her hair correctly. The clothes, it's like very minimalistic and very hot and trying to attract the male viewers. So yeah, with her clothes I bloody turned into sadness outfit. Sense in this, although am I sense in this one, is it like a bad word? No, I think, wait, actually, did I ever say it before? I think I did, but I'm not sure did I censor this word or not. But I think I did say it once. No, I think I did not censor it. So maybe I should not still censor this word. Oh bloody hell, okay. But say, I give her a pretty visible breast and pretty visible butt. Which was, I think exactly how it was to look. But I think here it comes a little bit of womanizing the characters. And once again with breasts I'm not fan of drawing them, because man, whenever I bloody draw them, I bloody cannot make something look nice to me. Like, I'm not good at drawing breasts. Either they look super weirdish, either they look, sometimes they look funnish. So it's either I don't do nothing, either draw something funnish, but mostly not very big. Again, then it's very big, it's look weirdish to me. Bloody hell, no matter how many tutorials I watch, I still can find a very nice way to draw them. But no, it's kind of look weirdish, but again, sometimes I go across to this. And plus, it's not the first bat I draw. But her outfit is mostly only minimalistic. Okay, I'm also giving her, first of all, I give her this little pearl thing on her neck. Because I'm not sure, does she have that? Or actually, I just remember that I didn't bring up my... What the hell, why I have so much free time? I didn't bring the images to compare the characters with. I need to do this later. Well, after I end this recording, because I will start recording, I have to finish it. I almost bloody forget about this. Well, forget. Well, yeah, I forget it. I have some time to prepare, bloody forget about it. Well, yeah, now I will bloody do it after I finish talking. Well, here trying to create a nice effect of a leg. And once again, I think she like spinning in the promo art, she's spinning. I just did her position of looking at this way. Once again, with clothes. I give her lots of jewelries, like for example, earring, and that stuff, because I think she kept that. Give her her heels, because again, we totally have heels and I remember this. But I think for her heels, the heel part is gone. I think I did badly, just look like a normal heal without gun part. Maybe I might add more mechanical details. Enough about it, again as I wanted to say for a long time. It looks like combo suit, but again, no separation line between pants and shirt. Although maybe because there's no separation line between pants and shirt, maybe it's just a one whole outfit. But also added with yellow details, or yellow lines, and giving a hole in the suit where her skin will show. Because I think she does have this part. Although, let's see, I don't know. I remember her outfit being very open. Well, not very, well, like, yeah, I don't think she have sleeves, and I think the outfit have holes in the hips. Although maybe just me remembering wrongly. I thought it was fair, man, Nintendo with Smash character trying to censor them a little bit. And, okay, I actually have no idea why, because I think kids bloody don't matter. Although, for parents, maybe the parents will get confused. Well, not confused, like, they'll get angry. I remember the Mortal Kombat, although Smash is more friendly game than Mortal Kombat. So yeah, it's just censorship which is... okay, is it actually needed? Well, some characters can have a little bit more open outfit, other cannot. And some characters, the difference of ability really unnoticeable about. And other characters it's super noticeable. Again, as I said earlier, not much to say. I mean, for her games, no. I want to say, I think I saw Sony play playing it, but I think I was watching Diablo. Not Diablo, with Dante. Although if I didn't even watch Dante games, and when I was watching Oni play video of Dante, I was just watching the compilation video, so there was not a full gameplay session. But only I can watch. Although if I have Oni plays, I just watch Oni plays for audio in the background. And for the stories they tell it, so I just treat Oni play as a podcast. Because again, they are nice people who tell nice story of their life, and I enjoy that part of them. But for most, I would say recently I stopped watching the gameplay YouTubers. Okay, some I have watching, but most I watch them because I like the personality and like the stories, so I just watch them. And they don't do compilation and they don't do short, so I just have to watch them for hearing the story. Like if I'm no one gonna make compilation about these people, they not fan of compilations. Like there's some people who don't make compilation, although I wish they were, but it's not that style. And too fair instead. Too fair, man. Once I wanted to make shorts, but finding a nice moment, then editing it, although editing, I can just maybe record it and just upload it on YouTube. Although I don't know, I want to do this, but complicated and like do it for a video. Although I could maybe just do it for the fresh video. Although finding a nice moment is also complicated. And also I want to do compilation, but for compilation, again, watching all footage, recording some news moment, content, and finding some moments, and plus combination of funny moments. It's required me to find these funny moments, and I would not say like a guy who will make a funny joke in every of his videos. I thought we can maybe make compilation about something specific, like you know how Oni plays again do those compilations, which is gameplay compilation, just straight up gameplays, compilation of story, compilation of improvisation. Like I can do that stuff. Mostly compilation of me solving puzzles, or me struggling with games, me playing new games, me trying to understand some mechanics. I just remember every game I did this, and I can maybe make compilation about that stuff. Although, would I actually want to do this? Okay, so if I want to have a guys who do compilation to me. Although if I want every YouTuber to have some guy who make compilation about them, like specific for them. Like, you know, like collection. Like most, I think I saw Game Grumps and Oni Plays. And plus, again, there's official, and there's the non-official. Which again, watch them both. Although if official have less. How much less? Well, yeah, I would say with Oni Plays I mostly just find lots of official ones. With Game Grumps, lots of them are unofficial. And it's always nice to see have this compilation, guys. And plus, again, watching shorts and other compilation. Yeah, I don't know, I just say. Again, actually, right now it's for me to time bloody talk about my drawing itself. Like, I have a sensation about compilations. Well, me, again, I said everything about my drawing to be fair. Although my body proportion is bloody weird. Again, bloody not nailed with breast. It's like a way bigger breast. Although maybe also I think maybe liner should go on the side of body. Yeah, bloody struggle with this one. And the body proportion, weird, but to be fair, I'm not a guy who do realistic body proportion. Okay, actually, it's my typical hairstyle, but again with bodies, yeah, it's my typical hairstyle. Like which one I use for my OCs and for my thumbnails drawing. Thus there's a different hairstyle which I use for different scenarios. Okay, so now I'm gonna stop the video right now. Okay, well, my face will stop right now, that will be cut for me to collect the character images. So give me a moment. Okay, so after collecting enough materials for compartment, And then editing my camera. Okay, actually, man, I have to group it again. But there's a chance there will be something visible which wasn't visible in the last time. Or maybe the angle will be different. Okay, so talking about Bayonetta. Okay, she does have opening into outfit, but it's from the back. Also gorgeous ass. Sorry, I have to make this comment. Okay, she does wear leather, but again, like in Smash Classic, her outfits are very detailed with those close, like this thing, like close connection to pieces of clothes. And again, well, her outfit does have difference, like some are darker, some are lighter. It also can't have these triangles. Like it's something like she's wearing ties. And then she's put pants on top of it. Although I would say her outfit is like just a full outfit and she just like Spider-Man put it all together. Okay, so she does have earring, but instead of circular earring I did like I did with Zelda, it's something in shape of triangles. Again, I'm not sure about this game lore, so I have no idea what this is supposed to be mean. And her hair, it's all in the one direction. Well, yeah, with brush in the one direction. I'll give her something more spiky and more all over the place. Instead of this fur thing, she have... Is it hair or is it part of the clothes? It looks like hair, but it's coming from the clothes. All over the place with... Oh yeah, maybe it is cotton, just black. With those triangles as well. And again, she also have this... What is this? Like something like a plaid? Something like jacket, but without the jacket part. Okay, so for hands they are also not covered, but they have these gloves and without the jewelry, so that stuff. And for guns, and the guns again I make just... I mean, I remember they have unique colors, but I don't have any ideas what the details. Well, it look like futuristic guns, which is just for decoration. I think it just shoot normal bullets. Or maybe magic. I mean, I think the... I don't know, it does... I don't... Yeah, maybe it does shoot magic. Who knows? And she does have 4 of them, with different colors on the each of the circular things. And again on the heels... Actually no, she does have heels, it's just guns connected to the heels. Well, let's say I just didn't do guns at all. And heels are like fully closed. Like there's no bare skin seen through the heels. And mostly close, but again, also super far. And plus on details... Okay, my characters will not have the same details from which original character does, because I don't even remember who this character is. And also again, my version is not as hot as this one. Man, I need to from the back make it a bit more slender. Yeah, it's a freaking amazing idea to do. Man, I have to add it to my new style. I mean, I have to evolve in my art style. Bring those ideas, have those wonderful ideas for... Man, I constantly have these wonderful ideas, and sometimes I do them, sometimes I don't. Okay, so for next character, let's just go with the next character will be Inkling. Okay, so for Inkling, like for every character, here it's very damn simple, mostly basic concept, and again, mostly in Smash it will look like much cooler. So I think characters in Smash look much cooler than the original version from the game, because Smash trying to do those details. Okay, so I'm also trying to give the big cartoony eyes, kind of look like Sonic, but again, not Sonic. And plus, again, Sonic eyes, okay, nah, well, depends. Some characters have just one big eyes connected to... eye which connects together with each other, so creating like one big eye. And also, some characters have normal eyes, but still pretty biggish with this anime effect. Okay, so for Inkling and Splatoon... Okay, but I know what Splatoon is, and I actually watched some of Splatoon footage. Well, mostly boss fights and some gameplay footage of the first one. The second one... The bosses, but I think they're pretty much the same. Although maybe the second one different in the game mechanics, the art style maybe, new weapon. Although to prepare this one you can just make it DLC, so make it a game which get updated. Like see no reason why it... Although... maybe see some reason why it can be like parts. Nah, well, man, okay, mostly... Yeah, it's not like game, I have no idea why it needs parts. Although to prepare Team Fortress 2 and Team Fortress 1 are completely two different games. While Overwatch... one of those games where I'm not sure why you need a brand new Overwatch. Okay, maybe they have some ideas for the characters, but again, they make these characters and they can just change them. I don't know if they can. Although some people will complain. Although, wait, can you still play Overwatch 1? Yeah, you probably can. I mean, if you have... I mean, people can still play Overwatch Team Fortress 1. Although I think it will be not such a great experience, because in fact this game probably not played as much as the Team Fortress 2. But with Splatoon Spring maybe have some lore, because I remember some new characters added to that. Although maybe, no, I think in Splatoon 2 you can play as a squid. Well, not a squid, as an octopus. Or maybe that's the third one. Or maybe the first one. Well, one of those. Actually, man, Splatoon have some secret lore. But honestly, I never thought this game would have lore. I think this game, although it's have bosses, so it's totally have a story mode. Well, most of the Splatoons, I learned this lore thanks to other people. Again, never played it. Again, never played with Nintendo games. I don't have a Nintendo, so I never played the bloody play Nintendo games. So if I don't have, I don't have the broken Xbox, which was broken not so long ago. But it's again the only console I have. Well, as I have PS, how it's called, PS4? No, that's a PS4. I think it's like a, well, this little thing where this thing, I don't know how it's called. I usually call it totally wrong. I call it PS4, I think. But I think it's not PS4. PS4, I think it's a different thing. But I just memorized it as the least one. Or my PS2. Yeah, my PS2. But again, it's kind of different names. Okay, for the body, again, trying to do body on the arms, but again, with one arm, I'm completely screwing this up because there's supposed to be a trigger. But the other arm is much more nicer and also in a bit the effect which I like. But again, most of this arm is way too big. I think I was trying to go with cylinder arm, which will go big on the palm. And for clothes, it's just simple. Yeah, I think it's one of those characters who have the modern clothes, which just look pretty funny for them. Because again, they kind of come from the modern world. Or how much modern? Different universe, but again, just unique aspect of this. Now for clothes, I did this position of the seating, and also again the leg crossing each other. Again, maybe it's slender legs. For hair, okay, maybe I'm gonna stop the hair. Maybe the hair is supposed to be much longer. Also given the mask and that stuff. Also again with Splatoons. And again, I didn't watch Splatoons for so long. Again, I watched like only the first gameplay and maybe the second one, but again the second one only bosses. Since that time, I never bloody watched Splatoons again. Again, never. And again with games, again I'm not much of a game guy now. Most like I prefer playing my own games or just following the people I like. Like again, people I like and still trying to be loyal to the content and watching the content, even if the game I don't like. No, seriously, I have this policy where I will watch a guy. Like, I fall in love with the guy, I like the way he thinks, I like the way he talks, and I like the story he tells. But some people like games which I'm not fan of, and I'm bloody struggling to watch this gameplay footage, because I'm not very fan of this game. Like, the guy I'm talking about once played The Witness, and it's like put on playlist and started watching it, but again I got pretty bored of this game, so I procrastinated watching this playlist for a very long time. And if I put this in my playlist, what did I put? I put this into my playlist weeks ago and still watching it, and then like not so many videos, like he like cutting enough of content when he's struggling or thinking, and mostly again with this he kinda playing it decently, I would say. Okay, now talking about my drawing, bloody hell, completely forgetting about my drawing. Well, mostly again, okay, did this darknish effect with my characters, well, this hair. The short are pretty simple, did this little orange circle because I think they have something in the short. It's not just one plain short. I don't know who the hell wear just one plain short. Well, I actually do wear one plain short. I have yellow short, which is plain, and blue short, which is plain. Well, this short is unique short. And also I have the short with multicolors and that stuff. Now looking at my Splatoons, again black sleeve, black line on the torso, again this orange thing. The shoes, which are sneakers, I think you have correctly there. Although I did the license pretty weirdly, so I thought I tried to create some realistic license, but I have no idea how to make those. Again, the gun, well, did it as a squirt gun. Basically how to draw a squirt gun, although pretty bendy and not perfect. And again, I can see the nozzle, like in my Inkling name, I see the nozzle. So I did the colors wrong. I mean, I remember this gun having green, but I don't remember why it's having green. So I just did the orange, because the orange team, the yellow gun, which is, I think the base of the gun is yellow, and something green, because I remember there was something green. So if I don't think I even draw a trigger, I have no idea how this gun shoots. But also did this effect of this pump, because again it's like a squirt gun, it's like child-friendly gun, which again, I don't know. Also did the white effect inside of the tentacles, and other stuff. Let's see, just compare it with the original already. Because I think, and most I have nothing to say, so I just talk about my personal life. Well, I like talking about my personal life, it's considered interesting enough. Which is probably a lie. Okay, let's just compare it already. Okay, so comparing my version with the original one, first of all, it have ears. Well, my ears are hidden behind the hair. The head is more circular, but I try to create a circle-ish effect. Okay, the mask is just ghost stain upon eyes. I decided to do a little bit more flesh behind the eyes. Like, you know, it's a mask which is like go super straight to eyes. Well, oh yeah, I think I just explained it already. Now the brows is the same color as the hair. The hair actually have this part which go on the forehead. I just remember them having tentacles, and I tried to create tentacles which would be realistic hair. And mostly again for hair, yeah, I was right, it's supposed to go longer, although the back part is shorter. And again, mostly it does not have so many colors. Again, mostly orange base here, and the spots, and I just remember it having the spots. I mean, it does have the spots, but it have spots on the tip. I just remember the tip was darknish, but I don't remember the tips just having more dots. And again, for flyboy nose, pretty simple, it's circle nose. Again, for clothes, it does have a drawing, but it has something like Chinese, no, it's not Chinese writing, it's just some shapes. And again, the clothes color I did correctly, although I did miss this beam or this, I don't know how to call it otherwise. The shoes, well first, the shirt is way shorter and they have orange line. And again, the shoes are many unique colors. Like it's breaking from the whole body perspective. Although, yeah, interesting. Again, it's a full green, so it does not have yellow, although, well, it's have orange because it have this tank. But most again, it's mostly green and that stuff. And also, it have this backpack with ink inside of it, which I totally forget about. But I don't even remember it. And that's why I didn't do it. And for that stuff, okay, first of all, here it's easy to tell. I think the Inkling, like the orange one, is supposed to be a girl, while the blue one is a boy. And I'm not drawing the blue one. I do it by the name, so if there's no name, I don't draw it. Maybe in the future, but again, not now. Who knows, maybe I will change my mind. I mean, I have no idea how I feel about the stuff in the future. Also, again, yeah, my version is responsible to tell it's a girl. The face looks like a guy. Although maybe the squids are non-binary, who knows. So maybe it will be better? So let me just say my drawings will be better. Nah, I'm not saying this, I'm just saying something stupid. Okay, so for next one, let's just go already. Okay, so for next character, the character I bloody don't know, it's Ridley. I mean, I know it's like pterodactyl alien, which is a robot and which one more xenomorph. And I just don't remember him at all. Okay, I remember his pixel look, I don't remember his real look. Because I don't think I've seen him in modern games like more often. I think there's like one new Samus game which is new, or maybe it's like remastered, I'm not sure, I have to check it. And then there's one Samus game with robots. Which again, well, I think I saw it, but I thought it was pretty boring. I don't have to watch, like I just watch one footage, and that's it. It's not enough for me to make decisions. I just need to find some nice gameplay session and I have to watch it. Well, again, mostly saying maybe I should play it. Although me playing Nintendo games right now is not a possibility. Oh, maybe it's nah, it's not a possibility. First of all, I have to get Nintendo something so I could play Nintendo games, and then I bloody need to know how to record from Nintendo to my computer, because how the hell people do this, I don't know. And plus, people who do talk about this, they explain it in a way which I don't understand. Okay, so for this design, I don't know, trying to create first of all a head with the spikes. Again, mostly it's like pixel version, but my interpretation, like I remember his pixel version being. And also again with tail, okay, with tail just the detail which will be dragging on the floor. I think the original version of the tail go behind the wings. Man, these have lots of stuff. I'll play, it's amazing that we have lots of stuff. I was trying to do the exoskeleton, the ribs effect, the belly effect, the tail effect, the wings effect. The wings which just have the flash part between the wings, so it will walk as the wings. The leg which is sitting in the squirting position. And yeah, though maybe it's, I don't know, some people can see it like this. A lot of it's not people, it's freaking alien, robot, experiment, something, race, bloody hell, it's... But did they get about Ridley? I don't think... Extra pink! Wait, is that actually Ridley? Am I reading the name wrongly? Okay, well, we'll see later. I think I watched something that it's actually a bounty hunter, which I would never bloody be able to tell, because it does look like an animal. Okay, so here I'm drawing the segmented tail, because I want to do a segmented tail, because I think it have a segmented tail. Actually, I think his whole body is segmented, like it's something like a hiding. Like he wearing this hiding armor on the... Well, it's not armor, it's hiding, it's biological endoskeleton. And it's have those spikes, this flesh part. We'll decide to do lots of flesh part, like between the joints. Because again, mostly in the joint you need something to be able to move, because it's a hide behind hiding, it's really hard to move. So yeah, although maybe there's not so many flash parts there, so it's kinda maybe wrong interpretation. So what I want to say, not much to say. Again, most for Ridley, I don't know. I actually don't know what to say about it. I said everything I want to say about it. And in fact, I never bloody play Samus game to have much understanding of what I want to say about Samus games. I mean, okay, I watched some pixel footage, but how much I watched? Just again, it was me watching the compilation video, and mostly again, sometimes I'm not even watching those compilation videos. Sometimes I just put this compilation video as a background noise when I draw or when I do some other. Well, no, most of the time I draw. Again, for other stuff, I had it impossible to do on while background noise playing. Although maybe, man, whenever there's a sound, whenever I have to think, I usually not playing background music because it is distracting. I mean, I think I wanna like listen to background music when I draw, when I'm checking some games which without the trailers. Most like itch.io games slash games, old games slash games with no audio needed. And when I go to check the games with trailers, I like mute the videos because I can just have some small background noise while I have some audio in my ears. Well, I mean audio which is not part of the audio of the video I'm watching, because again it distracts me. And most again, okay, here I'm doing something like tears. Again, mostly because I remember that part. I mean, mostly, I just remember his arm having lots of those. Although, am I actually remember this? Or maybe it's just my creative interpretation. Honestly, I don't even remember what he have. Or maybe it's not even it. Who knows? Who knows what Ridley Jet is? Okay, so here I'm kind of doing something similar to Bayonetta with this circle on the hips. Oh yeah, Ridley kind of hot. Making him kind of hot there. Although I think here I dislike the eyes. Wait, would I actually do this? Nah, I did not do this. I thought that he would be more than I actually increase the size of his eyes because I dislike it. Nah, I was pretty fine with the size of his eyes. Although I could see maybe I should make it bigger or maybe look more like this. To fit the face. But maybe I'll still do it, I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know, like usually. Man, it's hard to remember what I did and I was going through. I mean, to be fair, man, my memory is not that good. I'm great. I mean, I know those drawings were made not so long ago. Well, dependable. I mean, some drawings made decently enough amount of time. And some videos were not made in this. Well, some drawings are only in videos. Well, yeah, dependable. Different mean. Well, how much different? Again, how much what can I say? Some drawings make way longer than other drawings. Plus, again, I was working on the Sword Challenge as was making this one. So I just decided to combine two drawing projects together. Well, how much combine? I did a couple of Sword, then I did a couple of Smash. That's how I did it. And now I have the Sword video prepared. I have lots of days to make this video of me reacting. Me reacting. And then I can also put on YouTube while I procrastinate couple of days on checking it. Because I start procrastinating a lot. And now I have some prepared footage. It was again one of my other videos coming soon. Or half soon again. And I think I will keep my uploading rate while like 13/12/10 days. Like I will keep it. Like I would say this amount of days. Like I'm okay with games taking this long to be made. Well, not games, the videos, man. I get confused with my videos. I mean, because I have three channels with reaction and games, and I bloody confusing in intros of what I'm saying. Because most again, I kind of hit this mode of being YouTuber and not even caring for what I'm YouTubing right now. Well, caring, but again, how much? Am I caring? Nah, I mean, yeah, I'm caring. But on the not level that I will bloody remember what I'm doing actually right now. Okay, so that's my Ridley. Not much to say. Again, everything I said earlier. Again, for colors darker, just go with brighter for wings because again, I want to do flash effect. Like effect of the fin flash. And again, for tail, man, the tail must be go like this and like this. I'm not sure why I did decide to put it on the floor. Maybe I was thinking about using a tail as a sitting tool. I don't know if I have a tail which was strong enough to hold my weight, I would bloody sit on it. That would probably be uncomfortable. I mean, to be fair, imagine sitting on your body. I doubt it would be comfortable, but to be fair, sitting on chair, you like don't use any force, so you relaxing. While sitting and try to hold your weight on something which is on your body, it probably will be tiring. To be fair, some people get tired of standing just still, so they just prefer to sit. And I'm not including us of this one. So maybe it's not even better. Although maybe the tail specific is not to be seated. Although maybe just going into deep into what is not needed and which is my drawing stupidity. So, I would say, man, that which go up would be better. And why making this drawing than regretting making this drawing? Well, I'm not regretting having more ideas of what I should be doing. Maybe I should start bloody redrawing my drawings. I mean, I have some policy I don't want to redraw. But sometimes I do want to redraw something. Maybe one will at some moment. Because I have some ideas what I want to do for next. Okay, so for tail spike, decided to make it a little bigger, but I don't think it's this visible with real Ridley. Let's watch the Ridley. Actually, man, Ridley kinda sounds like a female name. Although I'm not sure. Although maybe, again, maybe it does not have a gender. I mean, it's an alien. But if I didn't know it was sentient. Although maybe it's not sentient. I don't know, like lots of law which I'm not sure of. So I just watched already compared with the original. I guess I compared them. Again, the original really do have some opening in his eyes, but again, it's like more bigger. Like I decided to create this opening thanks to tears. Well, not well, I would say tears there. Like I did more small opening in the eyes, while the original Ridley have much bigger. And plus, again, his eyes are yellow. I don't actually remember his eyes were yellows. Then I decided, well, first of all, well, he does have a big, but I did something like a horn and this little bump there. Well, he does have a bump down there. In a way, he does have something like a big effect, but it's, well, yeah, he has this big effect here, but it's not without the horn. Well, his head actually looks like kinda like xenomorph head, like it's going smooth, but he does have spikes, but they go from the face here, and not the back of the head. His wings are something similar to what I did, but again, most of my proportion problems, like this within the wings, well, the bone part of the wings, are way more slenderer. I did like them super figure. And plus they end with the spikes, like on the joints, and on the tips of the wings. Now, the arms, I did something like the gloves, but they're more slender, but they do separated by heighting. Like by the joint connects together, they separate. Like something like a gloves and more sharp, more slender. Okay, let's say I'm not good at creating slender forms. Like I'm thick boy, I'm making fix everything. So I'm thickening people without the concern. Okay, so he does have this rip effect, but it's again more done with heighting without the flesh. But he have flesh parts where the legs are, so the legs are fleshy. The legs, again, must not a spike as I thought, and he have spikes on the feet. The tail segmented, but again, the spikes is not that visible than I did. And again, yeah, as I said earlier, the end of the spikes do look metallic, but way more shorter and more in unique form, while I just did this, which I would consider natural biological spike. And for the stuff, well, the wings have this effect of translucency with this weird drawings on them. I just did the purplish thickish wings, although I did correct the color. Well, not correct, I'm in the same spectrum, but I do brighter, brighter. His colors way more pale. And if I have color bodies, yeah, it's more bright, pale, I would say. But again, the souls have some gradient too, which is some places are dark, some places are lighter. He have the tank, the tips, done pretty correct, I would say. Not how much correctly, simplify but correctly. And for that stuff, although his mouth, although I put his mouth on the flesh part, I think it should be edgy and at the heightened face. Although his face is fully heightened, although he have an open flesh on the back of his pelvis, on the joint where his leg connected, and again on his eyes. And that's only flesh part he have. And plus his flesh part will look like actual flesh. Mine does not look like flesh. And plus again it's colored in different colors. Slightly pinkish, slightly purplish. I don't mind, actually maybe my something like Bayonetta thing can be similar to his joint of the legs. Although man, I like make it more cartoony. So on this note, for Ridley, that's it. So for next character it will be... Okay, so for Simon I have no idea from what game he came. Okay, I think he came from Castlevania. Which I can get the... Okay, Castlevania the series I never bloody follow. I mean, I saw some footage of one game. I'm not sure, maybe it was 2 games. I'm not sure, maybe they're pretty similar. I'm not sure. Like, I have no idea about the series. I mean, I know maybe it's get this cartoon series, which I bloody never watch. I don't know, it's have the characters of, like, Richter there. Although, yeah, I don't know, I was never fan of the series, so then never watched. But didn't watch it because I'm not a fan of it, I just didn't watch it because I was not interested. Like, I can't say it's a better good games. Simon, I just remember he was something like a barbarian, like Conan. Yeah, something like this. So I decided, well, actually, I would say he ended up pretty nicely. like a nice man to be fair, like one of the nicest drawing here. Decided to do him a very square head with this visible chin, because I want to do something similar with this chin. And once again I did something nice effect with the eyes, which again would say purely accidental. I did him something like the hair. Man, I think I just dropped Canon Barbarian just look different to look most like Simon. Because I do see him as this Conan Barbarian inspired hero. And there's like lots of inspired heroes by Conan Barbarian. Those muscular warriors in leather. And he does wear leather in this bandana which I added this little circle which I would make metallic. But his hair was pretty problematic. I have no idea how to make them look nice. In fact, I have no idea how his hair looks. So I decided to go with this. How can I describe it? Like Vegeta's son from the future. Which again also in the past. Okay, I cannot tell exactly I don't know about Dragon Ball's plot. Because I didn't watch Dragon Balls. Bloody hell, what I watch? Well, I watch Cartoon Network. I watch some Nickelodeon stuff. Then I watch Disney stuff. Once again, cartoons because I hate live action show. Although, man, I remember, okay, at some point I just give up and stopped watching it because I think it's like there was the only stuff which was on the channel. But the cartoons, but mostly at some moment they were just straight up live action. Man, start enjoying them, and mostly again would say they have some nice live action, which again survive for a very long time, and I kinda surprised for how long they live. Almost because I never bloody watched much of the TV shows when I was younger, and surprising that they're still going. I see in fact some shows are shorter than other shows. I'd say they're pretty decent. Plus there was lots of crossovers, like right now, and there's still crossovers, but I think I see less of them. Mostly in games, but again, most for fighting and that stuff. Now, for the stuff, I don't know, there was a couple of good crossovers, let's say. Yes, I wish there were more. More interaction with characters, more loveliness instead of characters. Now, for next stuff, what can I say? Again, I lost my thought. Well, man, also giving him this visible neck, also again trying to make him more realistic. I would say he's kinda experimental by trying to learn how to draw much nicer, more realistic dudes. And must making him like one of the tallest. Man, I like his body. I think I remember he liked his body proportion because it's more realistic. Like it's not like Bayonetta. Like I would say with Bayonetta, I bloody suck at your body proportion. Your body does not look so great. It looks like potato. I must again maybe just focus on the straight up the aspect of hers. Now making the belts, again making his armor like as leathery as possible, because I think he have as leathery armor as possible. With this little tuna, with bare legs, bare arms, with these shoes with leather and that stuff. Mostly bloody leather king. But not a black leather, oh, normal greyish leather. Organic leather. Although is black one organic? Why do I have a black color? Does that mean it's not organic leather? Although to be fair, do you even care which level it is? To be fair, non-organic level mean one animal alive. Although to be fair, if you're gonna kill an animal, why not use all parts of it? Although to be fair, can you use one animal to build something of leather, or you need like more? Although to be fair, yeah, I don't know, I'm not a leather guy, I'm more of whichever comfortable. And leather is not very comfortable. Man, again, what they make of leather? They make shoes and purses slash that stuff. I know I use purses, so I don't care about leather. The shoes, I bloody don't care about the shoes I wear. It could be real leather, it could not be real leather, so I bloody don't care if it's leather or not. And plus I will not care if it's not leather or not, so I will not bloody pay much attention to what my shoes made of. Maybe know what your shoes made of, it's like more longer life, or you know how to take care of them. But I will be honest, I bloody don't take care of my shoes. I just use them as shoes. But I need to go outside and I don't want like step on the glass or get my leg dirty. I don't care. It's like that dirty. Well, yeah, it's that dirty. It's outside. There's grass, there's bugs, and although there's no dangerous bugs. So stepping on bugs is not much better than not stepping on bugs. Although whether you can step on shoes, they will survive. So leg is, although leg is more. Legs also have some holes. Okay, so here I'm drawing. Okay, first of all, for arms, explanation for the arms. I really fall in love with Ben 10 art style, like Omniverse Source Squatch. I was drawing Inkling as Omniverse Aliens and Dungeons Dragons classes, but I bloody fall in love how they do in Source Squatch arms. It's all bloody start doing this muscle effect for every character possible, like how there will be just big muscle, little arm, and continuation of the muscle, like again, like in the Omniverse. I think I did nail it. I mean, I have to bloody learn how to nail it. Maybe not as big muscle, maybe if I'm gonna make them big, I have to make them big in all the places. Like, I make this part pretty finished. And also again, you wanna have this part muscular. Well, I think more proportionally, and then the people are strong. I think, what part of them muscular strong? I think it's still the biggest part, but it's also, it does not stay short, it still grows with the body. Although sometimes it also can be muscular. So it's kinda, yeah, I still have to learn how to do it more nicer. More practice and that stuff. Although I would say Summon is one of the nicest drawings here. Okay, comparison with, well, Inkling. It was simple, but simple in a way I can tolerate. Bayonetta, I wish for better. Ridley, simple which I can tolerate. Simon is the best one, and for Simon, Echo, the Echo fighter. Well, I think I did maybe a shitty position with his legs. Also give him like little knees. Man, he totally 100% look like like Vegeta's son. Like he bloody look like this one. With hair, the face. He bloody look like him. But again, I'm not sure about Dragon Ball Lost because again, what anime I watch? I talk about the shows I watch, but what about anime? Almost again, One Punch Man, Sword Art Online, because who didn't watch Sword Art Online? It's one, when you learn about anime, you bloody will watch Sword Art Online no matter what. Then again, it's more common than pigs. What I else watch? Well, the newer stuff, I watch about the cooking guy and the wolf of slime and that stuff. But what else new? Interspecies reviewers. Chainsaw Man. Yeah, I watch Chainsaw Man. And then High School DxD, then How It Felt to Be a Zombie, or How It Felt to Be a Zombie, The School of Zombies, well, the anime which is Super City and with zombies. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you know what anime I'm talking about it. It's famous enough to be famous enough. And then something random with clips. Well, what else? I'm not sure. It's hard to remember anime I watched my entire life. Because most of my memories, I have a more hard time to forget anime I watched in my life. Oh man, does the recap count? Like, I watched some anime on recap. I don't think it will count, so no, it's not counting. I still have to watch this anime. And I just give up to... No, not give up, I mean, those people are okay. Some of them not, some of them are. Now, talking about my Simons, and I think I said everything. Will I say something more? For colors, okay, maybe I need to go with more brown. Plus I did him the packs, and again, most I like doing the packs. Man, okay, I didn't want him to be full bare-legged. Because again, the question comes, does he wear underwear? I think he does wear underwear, so I give him something like underwear. But again, mostly give him these boots, this bracelet with pure inside of them. And again, this bandana, well not bandana, this headpiece. But now, one letter to say, okay, actually, man, I was thinking about giving him a whip, but I did him in a position of just static standing. So I decided to just put the whip in the normal stand, like it's just relaxing. Yeah, whip in the relaxing position. So yeah, that's it. Let's compare it to the original one. Okay, so for a comparison, okay, first of all, Simon have, okay, the style of hair is pretty similar, but again, he does not have tons of hair. It's mostly singular hair with little separation here, but mostly again more flattish. One hair, dreadlock. I mean, can I say dreadlock? I don't know how to say it, so I will say that. Well, his hair does not go flat here, it just goes spinning around. Something like this. His armor still leathery, but again, it's more still visible armor. He does have fluff, but fluff go from the arm placement. And again, his armor just not simple leather, it have some metallic or maybe just coloring to have this purplish belly, belts, lots of belts. And yeah, he does wear something like a tuka, but it doesn't have this piece on the jump. And he does wear shorts. Bunch of metals on his body with this bracelet, with those gloves. Although gloves doesn't have, they have metallic parts. And again, boots. Well, boots are, man, again, very detailized. Again, mostly like every Smash characters, his stuff is way more detailized than my stuff. Whatever I drew from memory. I'm not gonna remember every small detail from this character. And consider the fact I only see this character in his pixel form. In the pixel form, he is not very shy on details. Or very shy on details. Now his whip. It's not a whip, but a chain actually with this mallet, or how you say this spike ball. Mallet? I think it's called mallet. Although it's not, although mallet I think it's with the stick. With the chain maybe it's something else. And plus his holder handle look like freaking crust. Rust. I don't know, and words which is have deeper name. But for that stuff, yeah, bleh. Simple idea, very simple. I see the reputation. So for next character, let's go right bloody now. Okay, so for Richard, way more simple. Okay, now, let's say on the same level of simplicity. Again, don't remember him, and plus I don't remember how he look. I just remember him wearing blue something like Thailand from... Is it actually Thailand? From Street Fighters. Like he, well... Simon is more barbarian warrior, he's more elegant sport warriors. Although he also uses wing. Okay, with him I don't remember how he look at all, so I don't know, I just try drawing some random dude with more spiky hair because I think he had spiky hair and blue outfit. With this white liners, which I create something like outfit which you just put on top and then button it up. And with pants, because I think he's wearing pants. If he's not wearing pants, I will be ashamed. Okay, with hair structure I decided to make more longer, more softer. Like with Simon, I did a squarish head. With him I tried, man, I think he'll be opposite of Simon. Although maybe they're just the same dudes. I don't know, maybe it's like Echo Fighters with... Well, okay, I would say Ken is more cocky while Ryu is more serious. I would say maybe Simon's more serious, this guy also serious. Man, I would say Simon is more barbarian, while this one is more actual warrior with training. Although barbarian, I think barbarian just goes straight up violence. I don't think they're being trained. I think it's something you go fight, and after you die and learn your mistake. Or no, die and not learn on your mistake. Or you survive, learn on your mistake, and then not do it again. Although it depends on some barbarians. Like let's say some barbarians never bloody learn. Well, Clash Royale totally don't learn. Okay, with him I would say maybe the only problem was proportion of his legs. Although I don't do legs right now. I don't his body. And for his body, again, mostly again. And not much can say. Nothing much can say about the character I never know about. Never know about his existence, never know about his non-existence. That sounds weird, but it is weird. It's very weird world. He must get one of the basic dudes. I mean, well, not the basic. I think he have lots of interesting details about him. But again, to me, basic. Not very interesting details. Okay, with characters that they will be basic, I have no idea what to draw with them because I don't remember what they do. Or there's so much details that I can possibly not remember what the details they have. Like, there will be Incineroar. And I think for him I did so little details about him. But again, I have to bloody evolve. Nah, what evolve? I have to use more reference images, although it's kind of the point not to use reference image. It's drawn from memory. I have to remember every details this character have to draw him. But don't remember. I don't even know the game. Well, okay, no. I don't know. I'm not living in a world where I would not know about this stuff. And to be fair, Castlevania, and I hope it's Castlevania. I think it's from what game he came. Although maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. To be fair, and I think it's the same game where you fight monsters, which have some religious meaning, but not like religious meaning. While God and that stuff, most religious meaning where creatures are creatures of the night, and you use holy weapon to fight them. Well, how much holy weapons which you use to fight demons? Not to fair in Doom, you don't fight with holy weapon, you fight with normal weapon. And mostly, yeah, let's say like Doom. Like Doom have demons, but again, really, I think it's not like a demons. I think it's maybe these demons. But in Doom, are they actually real demons, or they just aliens, which is we just decided to call them demons because the place they came from look like hell. Although nah, they came from different dimensions, so maybe we call dimension hell. Although this dimension, is it actually hell? Well, it's bad, but again, a lot of people go there. I don't maybe do go there. Maybe they have something like Rick and Morty technology. Yeah, don't have hopefully one time we'll actually have Rick and Morty technology where you die and you just respawn brand new universe. Something like it's okay, but you know, universe where we have advanced technology and we have a lot more media. Okay, with him also decided to do the same effect with the arm, but with him I did even smaller. Like I have a little arm there between the muscle and the arm itself. It look weirdish. Also decided to give him gloves. Same metal bracelet as the Simon bandana. Give him bandana. I'll judge by the name drawing his bandana actually long and flapping around. So something like a Ryu. simple pants. Although maybe I could give him a belt. I have no idea why I didn't give him a belt. I'm also for that stuff. Let's see how much details he actually have in the original version. Okay, so for comparison, we will tell that first of all, okay, its hairstyle is pretty similar to Simon, but instead of having this locks here, he have them much buffier. And again, not longer here. For clothes, actually his clothes does not look like simple. Man, it's look like, yeah, it's actually do look like something you button up, but I didn't do any buttons, I just did as a short. Let's have buttons here. Actually, it's look like a chef outfit with this flap here. Yeah, it's look like outfit of the chefs, you know. Her kitchen, go watch it. Also, you have these straps here, or belts. So kind of like you have a backpack. Now he's short torn. I did just simple shorts. Shortless short. Sleeveless short. Man, I'm saving shortless short. Just nothing then. And again, he's beefy with these bandages instead of this bracelet. Although he does have a glove, but he have only on the weapon arm. I did on both arms. Now he have little blade. He have a belt. Although, yeah, I did definitely have a belt, but I just put it on the belly, and it's not functioning as a belt. It's functioning, I don't know, it's like a tie-dye. And it's black, while in the original one it's white. Again, he have the same colors, well, bluish, but white pants with very detailed shoes. And again, he have these flaps on his crotch and above. And for that stuff, but again, he's more detailed than I remember him, because I don't remember who he is. Okay, man, I actually stopped not caring about the colors of the eyes. I think his eyes are blue, but I don't remember the Simon eyes. Was Simon eyes blue? I stopped paying attention to the eyes. Now his head is squarish, but again, not as long as I did. And for that stuff, nothing much can say. So for next one, let's go right bloody now. Okay, so for next character is King K. Rool, a character I know the game he came from. Again, I never bloody played this game. And again, most any Nintendo games I didn't play. I mean, every character who appears in this game is one of those characters I never played the game they came from. Well, one is Sonic. Actually, man, the first time I drew Sonic, I didn't play his game. I actually did play a Sonic game. It was Sonic Mania. I will put link right down there. Okay, I still have to figure this game out. Right now, I'm not playing it right now because I want to figure out the settings. And then I want to Google how to exit this game to menu. Now for him, okay, for King K. Rool, I only remember his very fat crocodile with the crown, the iron belly, and one of his eyes is bigger than others. Okay, usually for reptilians I do one eye looking at you, while other eyes, you don't see the eyes, you just see the other side of the eyes. With him I did the eyes in the both ways, like they all looking at you. At some point I will also fix it, because I did like the way it look, yeah, I'm fixing it right now. I will move the eye a little bit to the right, so it look more natural to me. First of all, I think he... Okay, man, I just remember one of his eyes is so freaking big, like it gets stick by the bee. So I'm trying to create the same effect of this bigness so you can see it, but also decided to color it a little bit white since like I did little dent in the eyes of the black part, so there will be a white part. Now for belly, decided, man, draw a nice belly. Also draw something from the back. Well, you can see his reptilian body from the back, but again, it's mostly for effect of the fatness. Now I think he have very small arms, but I did my normal arms with this little claws, although the claws look not so greatish. Yeah, the claws look beardish. Mostly because, again, some of them like very thin tips. Some of them decent-ish. And for that stuff, man, I think he was one of the problematic characters, because I think he will probably not look like his original self. I mean, I would probably get the character's idea and what he's supposed to represent and what he's supposed to do. But for all those details, okay, first of all, man, I bloody know he's like super scaly as hell. Now I don't do this effect usually, man, I just represent scales, but some lines in the body, and also not on all the body, just in some places. Now here I'm drawing his breast, the fat belly, with his belly button, because he totally have a belly button, I remember this one. And also with tails with spikes, like something like Bowser spikes, and again, very small feet. I mean, I think his hands and feet are so bloody small that it's a question how he's supposed to survive. Because consider, okay, I would say maybe his feet just walk, but no, he does. Maybe his feet do stand on both legs. So yeah, it's not like full-time problem. Now for his crown, yeah, not much can say. Again, boss for this cape. I can say for other details, I want to give him cape, but I'm not sure, does he have cape? Plus I have no idea how to make this cape hold his body. I just remember he have something behind his back, but I'm not sure what he have behind his back. Was it cape or was it not? Okay, so here I'm not just fixing the eyes, I'm fixing the whole ice socket. Moving a little bit to the left and placing a bit more right, to the right. And I get here during the scaly part, draw the nose. Again, one nostril will be visible, other nostrils will not be visible. So I did not do the same for device. For colors, again, maybe he's more darker. Okay, maybe I choose like way brighter colors. Also here I'm kind of bailing on nails, like I just do the very simple nails. Which again, problematic. I would see, man. Okay, with my drawings there are always some moments when I just say, let me be lazy. And I'm being lazy, and I'm just hating it later. And plus, again, this laziness, like, I can't just, I don't know. Sometimes I have just those moments when I really want to do something very simple, and not doing something for super long, because I hate doing something for super long. Which kind of might be the reason why I will never be a good artist. Well, okay, how much good artist? What I want to do with my drawing process. I just want to draw, and maybe then draw better. I don't think I will ever go to job which require me to draw. Like, I will never be those. Man, what's the job? Yeah, like freelance artists or artists who work for studios. Like, I will totally never be this one. I mean, until for now I will not be able to draw characters in the same perspective. I will totally not go to drawing studios because they need you to draw the same characters twice and then being looking them exactly the same. Like, I think the only time which studio was okay with this is Ben 10, where Accelerate usually looks so deep. Like, in many ways Accelerate can look. Now again for KK Rool, I think I said everything I want to say. Canvas for the details, let's just compare it with original already, and then yeah, let's compare it with original. Okay, so compared with original, again he is way more scaly. Although man, okay, it's actually a nice effect of scales. Like in the arms it's like plating, but again triangular form, and like this I'm pointing out. And the fingers, the palm is flattish. The tips of the finger are ripped. Yeah, maybe I can just do the scale effect by ripping them. Ripped. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, for eyes. Okay, one of eye pupils. I can do this effect nice with eye pupils. Wow. Well, okay, first of all, the eyes we just look in this eye is totally fun to hit. This eye, I should make a smaller pupil. It will be nice effect. It will be solid nice effect. Okay, so for that stuff, the scratchy color is very smaller. Okay, he can actually do look. Nah, actually, he look like Banjo and Kazooie character from the old games. Well, how old? Well, yeah, the games where it's pixely. Or Crash Bandicoot. He can look like Crash Bandicoot characters. I'm talking about the original version. Now, again, his tips are more modular and more spread. Although I think it's kind of how alligator tips works. Now, his eyes. Actually, it's even have the veins. Actually, man, I could do Objectify veins. Like, if you know my drawing, I bloody like drawing the veiny eyes. For some reason, I really like to draw veiny eyes. And here I have the excuse to draw veiny eyes, but I don't remember his eyes having been so veiny. And plus, to be fair, I'm surprised that Nintendo allows such veiny eyes. For eye colors, I think the brown. For crown, actually, man, original was drawing pretty similar crown. Okay, not similar. My first crown version was going like this and spread out. But then I decided to go a normal cartoony crown. Well, he does have cartoony crown, but again he have bubble at the end. Now he have this golden gauntlet. I have no idea that he had them. Actually, did correct number of fingers on each hand, and even correct number of fingers. Well, actually for legs I just did for perspective. I usually draw less fingers for creating the perspective effect. Now his belly have this belly button out, and again his belly. Actually, it's a belly which go on the breast, but breast also go outside of the belly. So actually, not nice belly I did. I know belly are a golden belly. Now he also have a cape, which is first of all. Actually, when I was thinking about drawing the cape, I have no idea how he will connect to the body, because I was thinking about the cape which just would connect like this and go up there. But he have this cape which connect here, and actually a nice way to connect the cape. He does have a cape. I was remembering it right. I have no idea why I didn't give him cape. I thought if I gave him cape, it would probably just connect to his golden parts. And then go just straight behind him without this golden part, and without this readiness effect. Actually, kinda showing that he gets cape, I don't know where. Kinda characters customization. So for that stuff, he looks nicer, but again, not close to original. I don't think any characters will be very close to original. Well, Inkling was pretty close, and who else? Ridley, but again, mostly. No, Ridley was pretty close, yes. Incineroar kinda looked like this cartoony alligator. Although he is cartoon, although not so cartoony, his game alligator, as again I said earlier, he kinda look like Crash Bandicoot character from old Crash Bandicoot. Well, again, that was super blocky. Now for next character, let's go right bloody now. Okay, so next character is Isabelle. say pretty interesting character because he head proportion is unique to me, I would say. And also again, I originally thought going with real eyes, but I have no idea how your eyes look, so I decided to go with this cartoony, super cheerful eyes, which just look, yes, squinted eyes. If again, most of us say with her, I'm trying to keep her in a unique position. Like I would say, her head in the original version way much bigger. Give her a little this bun. Once again, I tried to make a very cartoony dog, which I would say it probably does not look like some Isabelle. For close, okay, I think in the Smash he wears something different. But I remember the comics. There's a comics about that Smash. It's fun comics made by the guy who name is I don't remember, but he kept the wood on his profile picture, where there was arc of reviving characters. And again, I think it's like the only serious arc there was. So yeah. There was two versions of Isabelle. The Isabelle from the old games and Isabelle from the new games. But I think the only difference between those Isabelle, one Isabelle is different in graphics and very different clothes. So I'd say mostly inspired by maybe that Isabelle, because that's Isabelle I think have much better clothes. I think it was something like kilt coloring. But again, I didn't know it because I just put bunch of lines not in the perfect order. And then a skirt. But for skirt, and okay, the skirt looked pretty ridiculous, say. Was because I give you a mini skirt, but she's not a very tall character, so I didn't want to show her legs, and plus I didn't want to show her crotch, because again, my cartoon cat. So I just give her a very big skirt which should bloody hide her legs fully. Like one of her legs, man, I did her in position of jumping, while other leg will be vented and like behind the other leg, while other leg will be on the bottom. But I did it in this way, which is one of the legs will be totally hidden. Plus again, it will be not impossible to tell that she's supposed to be doing this, so I just added this little dent there. Most for the face, like I would say probably the real Isabelle have the bigger head. Like so much bigger head. And for that stuff, for other stuff, yeah, not that much can say. Actually kinda want to see compared to the original one, because I want to see how many wrong details I get. Also, I kinda want to take a break. Actually, yeah, I will take this break, give me a moment. Okay, I'm back after a decent break. I have to go to the bathroom, then I have to do something with my Twitter. I just recently found out that Twitter now blocking the notification. Was super triggered, but then go research. Not so triggered, but maybe there's a deeper meaning behind it. I don't know, like, either I have to pay for Twitter self-notification for SMS, or have to find a new way to protect myself. And then I'll stack a buff and make myself a team. But I want to talk about Twitter, but is it worth it? And I'm just a little bit triggered, so nah, it won't be worth it. Because I think there was one guy who was talking about there's the deeper meaning behind it. Maybe there are, maybe just money and being a bloody morning who only can build machines. And doesn't understand how social media works. I think it's that simple. It's simple, but not this. I talked about my Isabelle. Yeah, very simple. Again, did this little leg. And I think I talked about everything about it. I mean, did both lines, but it was something like a killed effect. Which I didn't nail it, because I have no idea how to make another killed effect. Maybe I should went to Google, or some drawing lessons. So now let's see the original version and see how it was better. I bet the bigger head. Okay, so for original one, first of all, her little ribbon have the bell, the hair have these two flaps. Actually, original, I thought maybe she does not have flap at all. But no, she does. She does have ears, but much longer in different colors. She does have a hair on her head, while I did her like a normal dog. Like I would draw a dog. Like if I would draw a dog, I would draw it like this. Although I did correctly, she does have this whiteness on her face, although without the liners. Although her head is more like a pear, the clothes. Actually, it's kiltish, but it's green kiltish, with buttons and that stuff. And sleeves. But I did little short, but without this ribbon. The skirt is blue, and plus you can see the tail. But I would say my tail, actually, nah, if there was a tail, you would be bloody able to see it. Actually, I did pretty correctly arms. Well, okay, the bandy lines are not perfect. And again, man, somehow she have mini skirt, but super short chest. Like, bloody hell, pretty sure you can easily see her panties. Although, why the hell would you care about dog panties? Well, some people actually would care a lot about them. Like, some people are simping for her, I would assume. Not me, though. But, man, I did different eyes, so, yeah. The next character, I like the bloody... Let me finish my tea. Cup, not the other cup. I have two cups right now. And for next character, let's go right bloody now. Okay, so for next character, it's Incineroar. And I can draw him like Tom from Tom and Jerry character. But I can't forget about the Twitter. Well, because man, my rage meter rise a little bit. And I was raging. But then I watched a couple of videos which were telling that it's not that bad, or some people telling it's bad. I just check information where I got a lot of mixed emotions. Like people saying that SMS information not as safe as it used to be, so these people now can just pretend it's your phone on their phone. And plus again, make it sense because I remember Ginger Ninja or Reagan got hacked once, without even while having to set notification. So maybe that's removing of SMS notification, something to help us evolve, or maybe you could just send us, or maybe it's just still for the money, or maybe just being, yeah, I don't know, maybe many emotions, like raging, but again, maybe it's rage for no reason. I will look in the future. I don't find this message is kinda interesting me because first of all it's saying you have to either turn it off or you will not be able to log out to your account. Can you just turn it off for myself? Can you just do it for me? I mean, okay. Either I have to pay, either I have to get different way of notification system. I'm not telling which one I did because I think it's not safety to tell. So I'm not telling. You just have to guess. Did I keep it? Did I use different one? Yes. Okay, for Incineroar, okay, the head was problematic, I couldn't figure out how I want to make it. And I want him to do in this position of roaring. But I think I messed up with position, like I want him face to be a little like this, but it's like this and like this. Basically, my simple position of standing posing. Oh, head, and that's what, man. I bloody don't remember his old characteristics. I just remember he's a big cat, with top heavy, with the fire belt and going low on body, muscular, having tiger claws, having tiger straps, and something more. Also, I remember he had whiskers. But I remember his whiskers at the last part, so I would add them later. But face, he kinda look like a dog from, again, like Tom and Jerry. Like, for some reason, he reminds me of Tom and Jerry characters. Plus, also will be one of those characters who actually give anime eyes. Which I don't do often. I don't know, there's like lots of characters for anime peeing. But I don't give them anime eyes. For that stuff, bloody hell, I'm not sure. I mean, okay, no, the hands was a problematic area. Like, I couldn't figure out how to want to my hands. I originally think I want to do something like fists. But for some reason, I couldn't figure out how I want to do arms. So I decided to do like this. Like, it's much easier because there's no thinking how to do fists. Like, fist is my problematic area. I mean, I cannot do this fist, and I can do this, something like this. But whenever it's like this, I cannot figure out how I want it to look. And right now, it's like an actual example of my arms, how I can possibly do this. Well, this problematic part, the inside of the fist. This part, less problematic, say. Yeah, less problematic, I cannot figure it out right now. Now for that stuff, bloody hell, again, mostly, it's all simple. Plus, Incineroar, I can imagine that every games in Nintendo only play Sonic. I only know Sonic and I played it. So no Pokemon, no Animal Crossing, and all that stuff. Incineroar, actually, I would say in this generation there was some nice Pokemon. But to be fair, man, second generation I don't like Pokemon from... Okay, maybe the second generation is pretty boring with designs, I would say. I don't even know it was... When I saw those Pokemon, I didn't know they were Pokemon of the starters class. Let's say the Trico one, the chicken one is the best one. Well, the Trico, his evolution is pretty weakish. But say the last 4 is nice, like let's say with Chili, Crocodile, a Wheat Cat, and a Duckling. I don't know, man, Chili Crocodile evolution one is middle one is weakish, the first one and last one is best. With Cat, I don't remember how it's pre-evolved. With Duck, I think, well, okay, the same as the Chili one. So, also say for the previous one, also not so bad. And for previous, what to get the Cat? Yeah, also not so bad. So mostly I would say evolution is done pretty nicely for now. For starters evolution. No, not evolution, well, again, starters idea and design. So when you remember that he have a tail with this flap, man, but I had not much to say. Just pretty simple fire effect for his belt, once again just shapes and then colors them orange and reddish inside. We'll make the color red and black because he's red and black, I totally remember this one. For that stuff, I bloody don't remember what else to say. I mean, I did him. Also, I want to do him tank, we saw that earlier, but I couldn't figure out how to make it look nice, so I decided no bloody tank. His tank is not showing. He just rowing and not doing this instead of what he's just doing. How to make my tank not so visible. Yeah, like this. Huge, beautiful anime eyes. and I give him like really beautiful eyes, like gorgeous eyes. But again, I'm not sure it's real as actually have those eyes. Well, he's pocket. He don't even not having like super anime eyes. That's slightly animation. I'm figuring how to color his mane, color, fur, all that stuff. Also, I don't remember how his color look at all, so just taggish and we remember nothing about him at all. For that stuff, what the hell, not much can say. I mean, did this effect of finger being a little bit bent with this claws, removing some claws because they were too big. Although maybe I can also string a finger, like his finger are very chubby. I don't know if they're supposed to be chubby. Also, color his belly into more creamier color. Not much can say. I mean, mostly again simple design and mostly at this point I just commented not about the design creation, I'm mostly commenting about the games and what they did to me. Well, Pokemon, man, I watched, yes, I think I already talked about Pokemon that I only watched the anime and never played games. So plus anime, I think I started with the Penguin one, also amazing evolution design. Yeah, also amazing. I think my own evolution design I don't like is maybe the second one. Like, they were pretty weakish ones. To me. So, yeah, not memorable. I mean, again, mostly again. And I said it so many times, it's time for me to shut the hell up. But yeah, actually, for the color of the stripes, I also make them a little go on top of white belly because I didn't want to cut them on, I want to be visible stripes. Like, not just some blocks or that stuff. Most of that stuff, white bottom centers, paws. When I color the paws here, so I decided to only color the paws on the legs. Well, that's a weird decision. Okay, so about mine, yeah, I have not much to say. I didn't get any much to say even before. I think I said everything I want to, so let's just compare with the original one and end this video here. And then I will go have a mixed emotion about Twitter, continue to have mixed emotion about Twitter. Yeah, I have such mixed emotion about Twitter right now. Since again, I get so much new information to my brain and I need to process this information and realize it how... Which I need to... Man, I need to develop my personal opinion. Although probably, man, sometimes I've always just not cared. I like stop caring and not have any personal opinion. Because I think it's like the best way to think about things. Like, think absolutely nothing. Rather than being super cheerful for that and then being angry for this one. And also try not to go sheepish with people because I have a bad habit of being sheep. Like sharing the opinion. Which, well man, I can totally was joking about Among Us and TikTok sucking, while in reality I have no personal opinion about those things. Although unless I try to solve it by admitting that I actually have no opinion about it, and my was joking about them was because everyone else was joking about them. Yeah, I bloody need to work with my shitty instinct. So on this note, let's compare the original one. Okay, so actually add one more thing, I actually do like how my Incineroar look like. Like, he is can be classified as one of the good ones. Only because I did anime eyes. Like, anime eyes really doing it for me. And for that stuff, maybe who else I would like? I don't know, let's compare them and tell how I like. Okay, first we'll have green eyes with completely yellow whiteness in the eyes instead of whiteness. Cat eyes, no animation eyes. I know that's like, I know the kind of Sonic eyes, you know, with rings being multicolors. Like black in the middle, different color on the whole eyes, and on the side instead of liners they use a bit of darker colors of this color. He have eyebrows, and also again color, he actually more red than actually red, and his mace, well, whiskers, I don't know, this thing actually go up instead of down. Get it? And mostly it's all red with black ears and having this interesting drawing. So it's not even a tiger head again. He's not supposed to have a tiger head, he's supposed to have something like luchador mask. I think he's supposed to be a luchador, right? Then what else? Well, he's having this grayish color on his belly. I just did him giving him white belly. Well, creamy color like his face. With these spikes. Something was supposed to be a clothes. But for cats I did it pretty correctly. Although I missed this little cat paw. Although I would add cat paw, I would make it the same creamy color. Well, his have something reddish but more paler. Again, the belt I did correctly, the leg somewhat correctly, but again they're not as extended and they don't have whiteness in the palms. The hair also have the spikes, and also again stripy, but again the tip, although I did the tip correctly, I just did the wrong shape of the tip. So yeah, again, let's say I still like my version, it's one of the good drawings I would say, although there's no inside of the ears, like his ears are just fully blackish. For this one, it was nice drawing session. Now again, let's say most drawings in this batch were pretty simplified. Yeah, I would admit they were pretty simplified. Although I would say my favorite one again is Incineroar. And then, who else? I need to break them up. I close them accidentally. Who else? Well, Simon looked pretty nice-ish. Inkling, although Inkling is weakish, but nice-ish weakish. Rool, but again, he's weakish, but I'll... you know, Rool maybe. Isabelle, also maybe. But for that stuff was pretty interesting to draw them. Although to be fair, I was interesting to draw them. I mean, if I was not interesting, I would not bloody draw or continue this challenge at all. But I guess sooner this challenge will be over. So, I don't have to get some more characters for my list and then continue them. On this note, it was ChipGP. Hope you like it. Maybe you like it, I'm not sure. But mostly go to my social media, go to my other two channels, go to my Twitter. Okay, I know I will rant about Twitter. I want to rant about Twitter, but I see no meaning in this one. So, give me one day, I will get myself back together. So yeah, go to my Instagram. For now, Instagram is not disappointing me. Maybe in likes and that stuff, but not that way disappointing me a lot. And also for that stuff, what for all that stuff? For that stuff, go to my pet. No, wait, it's wrong. I don't do Patreon shoutout here. Patreon shoutout only for gaming channel and reaction channel. Consider the fact they have a nice schedule upload. But for that stuff, have a nice day. Rool and skin. Bye bye.